Sweet.
Ugh. That's disgusting.
I know. This mustache is disgusting.
I like it.
It's so gross. Let's not even talk about it. Let's just go to round 4. Oh, Ponza!
So, I heard you guys were talking about destroying lands.
It was actually you.
No! Hellshock was talking about it. Alright, land destruction.
Once.
Yep.
That's all it takes.
Long conversation about it, don't you worry.
All it takes.
We got to see Dredge on camera earlier. Didn't perform as well as Jason would have liked when you get hit with a Kiki.
Yeah.
Surprise! I like that too, when it was just like, surprise. You're gonna enjoy this one. I love Ponza! It's rare to see Robert Cure sticking around to the later rounds. Right? Because he gets up early and he'll play a couple rounds and just be like, alright, bye guys.
Yeah.
You know? So it's nice to see on some days that he's able to. But I know that around the holidays, he has more flexibility in his schedule to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So. And Jason's going to start taking some pain.
19, Faithless Looting.
Let me throw away these Dredge cards. Pew, pew, pew.
Arbor Elf.
Send a message.
Good place to start. Dredge.
2, 3, 4. Guess I'll play a land and get a creature back. Lose a life.
Oh, is that like gamble card?
Yeah, we're draw 3, I guess, and then so both are gonna be. He's just gonna dredge it all away. Draw 3, and then you have to discard some at random. I think 2. 1? How many is it random?
No, it's definitely at least 2. And maybe 3.
Look at all those cards he's got in his hand. So he can say, get rid of these 3. That one, and that one, and that one, he says. Oh.
That could be like all of his lands.
Bird, forest, mountain.
That sucks.
I think that was all his lands. Now, he does have the Dryad, or the Arbor Elf, so he can say, I essentially have 2 mana, right?
Sure.
But you better hope that it's something with forest. Mm-hmm. He does have another birds in hand, so that's a little bit nicer.
Does that other Narcan Amoeba not come with him?
No, because he discarded it.
Oh, okay. Yo, Bridge Burner, thank you so much for the follow.
Thanks for the follow. Looks like he did have a fetch land. So, Robert. Going to 17. Fetch Shock. Gets that stomping ground. So he can play a Blood Moon here.
He can. And it's not terrible, but Utopian Sprawl.
Ooh, that's pretty nice too. Tap. Now I have 2 mana. Untap, tap.
4 mana.
Now I have 4 mana.
Birds with 1. Blood Moon with the others. Home for dinner.
But says I would like to dredge this away. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh no. Of course the 5th card's an Archamoeba. Of course that means 2 more prize amalgams are coming back after that. Yep. That's pretty scary. It's quite a bit of damage coming across here. 8 damage. Yep, 8 damage. I don't think Robert should block here.
No. But here's the thing. Land destruction's good and all, but he's got to figure out some way to get these creatures off the board. Can he do that?
Because these are red. They're mountains. So he can flash it back. It costs 2 red to flash it back.
No. I mean, can Robert get rid of these creatures?
Oh, Anger of the Gods could get rid of most of them, right? If he was able to draw it,
right?
That's
not necessarily what he's interested in.
Oh, they're in the board. That's why they're not main board.
Anger.
Yep.
Yeah.
His angers are on the side, so because you need that way to exile them. You don't want to just sit there and go, yeah, here's a lightning bolt on your prized amalgam. Better hope he doesn't come back again.
Okay.
So like you said, land destruction's nice and all, but
yeah, I mean it's great, but if you're not like destroying his lands to stop him from doing the things.
Well, I mean, at that point he already had a good board presence.
Yeah.
And Robert played his Blood Moon really quickly too. Like that was turn 2.
Yeah.
That he's just like, yeah, okay. So like even playing it that quick, the amount of stuff that Jason was able to get on the board. And so, okay, it's 7 minutes in, we're going to game number 2. Like we talked about last time when we saw Jason play against Lyle, it was 9 minutes for round 1, and that was against Control, and Dredge wasn't even the one that won. And like you said before, hey, they're usually done by that time.
Yeah.
And so it's like, that's showing the power of the deck, and that's, still, dredging 4, dredging 5 cards away is really powerful. 6 is overpowered, we learned.
Yes.
4 to 5 seems like a good power level for the deck. So. I mean, I don't know what Jason could have to bring in. Like, abrupt decays, things like that are nice. Because of, things that it can be able to destroy. Robert might be able to post board if he's got a good removal package that he can keep. He could be okay. Like he's got to rely more on angers. I would assume he's got some relics of Pretendedness, right? Some way to sit there and go, you know what? I'm going to shut down your graveyard. But if he can't find a way to siphon those removal cards from his deck, get some graveyard hate out from his deck and onto the battlefield, he's going to get run over.
Is he not interested in his graveyard at all?
Not really.
Robert?
Like, there's nothing in his graveyard that really matters. If he runs Bonfire, Anger is definitely coming in. So.
Is Rest in Peace too cute for Ponza? You can cast it.
You
Birds.
You
Utopian
can cast
Sprawl,
it, right? You have ways to be able to cast it.
Do you say what mana color when Utopian Sprawl comes in?
Yes.
Oh, maybe not then. Never mind. I thought it was you just tap it and you get a mana of your choice on top of the whatever mana it's enchanting.
That would be nice. Trying to think. I guess like you can be fine with Relic that you don't have to rely. I mean, you could. What's that like? Sun and Moon card. That's like the green or a white for like that split.
You're a splinter wimp.
Stuff going into the graveyard. It goes to the bottom of their libraries or something. I think
you just made that up.
I probably did. Somebody tell me about this card that I'm trying to remember.
Health Shock can't. He's too busy bad mouthing me.
Wheel of...
Wheel of Sun and Moon or something like that.
Is that what it is? Let me look. You know, there's a good way to look. You kind of try to spell a card name, and it will maybe come up with something close to it. Enchant player. If a card will be put into enchanted player's graveyard from anywhere, instead the card is revealed and put in the bottom of that player's library. That seems really good against Dredge.
Yeah.
If a card would be put in their graveyards from anywhere, off the top of their library, from their hand, from the battlefield, doesn't matter, it's going to go to the bottom.
Oh, it's hybrid cost? Green, white, green, white?
I think so. Yeah, green, white, green, white.
Birds of Paradise, Mana Confluence, Faithless Looting.
Rob's going to be at 18. Jason going to be at 19. Here's some dredgers.
Is that a stomping ground?
Yeah, old school.
Oh.
Prized Amalgam goes into the graveyard too.
Bloodstain, let's go to 17.
I mean, if you insist.
Maybe 15.
Wow. Is that a turn 2 Blood Moon then? Seems like a turn 2 Blood Moon to me. Oh! Stone Rain!
That's pretty good.
How can you cast any spells if you don't have any lands? You know, so it's a Sudden Shock and a Chameleon Colossus.
Mm.
And another Stone Rain. Grafdigger's Cage, another one.
Tireless Tracker.
Yeah, what do you think of Tireless Tracker?
I think it's a great idea. Destroy your lands, I get to keep mine.
I'll dredge these away, and then I'll pass.
Drew Chameleon Colossus. Here's 3. Jason's down to 16.
I like that he has the old school white border Stone Rains in his list.
Yeah. Here's 3 more. Jason's down to 13.
And Robert still hasn't gotten a second land.
Doesn't need it.
It doesn't need it. I'll move to discard, he says. There it is. Trigger! I'm going to play this second Chameleon. He's got 2 in his hand now. 3 more. Here's 4 for this Chameleon Colossus. Card's really good.
Here's an Archimedes trigger.
There we go. Now you can get some dudes on the board. Triggers.
He takes that Stinkweed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that a second Stinkweed imp though? Or did he just
No, it's
not
the one he
move it
dredged.
out? Oh.
Unless he just immediately
Move
said,
to
I'm going to discard it.
Yeah, if he didn't get a... Yeah, because he didn't get a draw a new card, so
Right.
he knew that he had to... So Stinkweed should be in hand, but because Jason knew that by dredging it, it goes to his hand, he'll have more than 7 cards in his hand, he'll have to discard it, and he just sort of shortcutted there.
Right.
That was the only real thing, but after that, anger, he goes, well, I guess I'm dead. Let's go to game number 3. I mean, that game 2 was really the power of Stone Rain. Like, Chameleon Colossus is really good too, because it just sort of says, hey, your prized amalgam's not doing anything, but you have to really say that Stone Rain won it for Robert there.
Oh, sure.
Like, Now Jason's on the play, though. Definitely has a nice advantage.
Jason's ready to go.
Yeah, he was like, listen, I hate Stone Rain. Let's shuffle up and go to game 3.
7 cards.
One of them's a Stone Rain.
I've got a land. I'm going to go to 19. I'm going to do a Faithless Looting. Please don't Stone Rain my land.
Here's the Dredge card. And I'll pass, he says.
Forest. Utopian Sprawl. Pass.
Naming a mountain. Dredge, 1, 2, and 3. Gemstone Caverns.
Bloodghast off of the landfall trigger. Go to 18. Insulin Neonate.
Spread the wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So he still has a red floating.
Oh.
And now I'll Stone Rain that.
Yep.
And he'll pass after that.
What do you think about Stone Raining Gemstone over the Pain Land?
I think maybe this way he can try to force him to use all the counters on it.
Okay. I guess that's the one benefit.
Yeah. Because after that, then it's just like, oh, all right. That's a useless land as long as I don't turn it into a mountain for you.
Right.
Oh.
Cathartic Reunion.
Discard these two. I would like to dredge this. Boom. Boom. Well, and I'd like to dredge this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'd like to dredge that one.
That's 4.
2, 3, and 4.
Narcomoeba,
Triggers. Not
no
many
units,
hits
though.
there. Yeah, like he was really hoping to like get a couple of prize amalgams in there to go with it, so he could get some nice hits. But thinned his deck down nicely, so hopefully, if he can get another Cathartic or something like that, he can get a nice big wave of creatures. That's probably a From the Vault thing. Looks like it is our Wolfmaker. Robert's going to gain 2 life. After our
Is that Huntmaster?
There you go.
Oh.
Huntmaster of the Fells.
I've never seen that art.
It's the new transform art from the vault.
Oh, okay.
From like the Delver, the new Delver.
Right. Okay.
The new art for that. Like that black looking blob in the middle of it is actually a wolf. And that person looking thing is some, Huntmaster.
Gotcha.
Coming in like so. Says, I will trade like so. And take 1. From that flying Narcomoeba. He says, here's my land. I'll get all of these guys back. Do you anger now? Knowing that there's no prized amalgams and stuff like that, but you get to get rid of 4 creatures?
I think if you want to start applying pressure, they're going to get exiled, so they're not going to continually come back.
I also like waiting so your Hunt Master can flip. Because then your Hunt Master
Oh,
will
that's
die.
a good point. Yeah,
You sit there, and then you'll do 2 damage to one of those. Right? And that's what Robert's deciding. Like, okay, do I do that now, lose my guy, but I kill all yours? Or do I say, hey, I'll let my guy flip, deal 2 damage to you, deal 2 damage to one of your creatures, and then, as long as you don't play 2 spells, next turn I can get rid of most of your stuff. So now he's debating on what he's going to shock here. And he says, I'll get rid of one of these. And does 2 damage to Jason. Ooh, there's some prized amalgams, though. Let's get this back, let's get that back, and this back. Play this.
I think it's a season 15. That die represents...
Oh, his life, so he missed one. And he says, I'll come at you for 5. Did we minus Robert's life after he gained the life? When all the creatures attacked last turn?
No.
So he would have taken 6, 7. So he should be a 9. Alright. Discard these 4 to shoot this. This guy will come back. Oh, this is going to hurt even more. Because
does he not know about the anchor?
He's had no way to see it yet.
Oh, that's true.
So he knows that it's that Robert runs it, but I think you have to try to do something like this. Robert's going to go to 8 off of a fetch. But this is like, I mean, there's the Dark Amoebas, there's the prized amalgams left. Right? That's all the deck's got left as action, because all of everything else is pretty much here.
Yeah.
So
I think if you're going to do it, now's the time.
Yeah, like, we'll just do this. That can be red. And here's going to be wiping your board. And then I can follow it up with this elf. Graph Digger's Cage. Yep. Guess I can't flash anything back from my graveyard. Guess I can't cast anything from my graveyard. This is, can't have any creatures entering from my graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Library, they're just gonna hang out there. It's not gonna go well. Sudden Shock and Beast from Within are in Robert's hand. Swing in, dropping Jason down to 14. And now Robert's like, okay, I'm kind of the control deck now, right? I'm going to control what you try to do, see if it'll live, essentially.
Hardcast and Archamoeba?
Yeah, that works.
Sudden Shock gets that, though, right?
It does. Bam. Get all the mana.
Oh, is that Beast Within?
Beast from Within and Sudden Shock are the 2 cards in hand. Let me hardcast this guy. Got my threats now. Who needs to bring him back from the graveyard? Fly over you for 1. And he'll sudden shock that. Split second. Well, another creature.
Tireless Tracker. I like it.
Come at you for 1. Poking him to death now.
An Insolent Neonate.
The Menace is nice, but it looks like he says, no, I'd rather draw some cards here. Try to dig into maybe another creature they can try to play.
Yep. Here's another. Robert's hitting that point where it's nice to have lands, but I'm okay deck.
Yeah.
I promise. Narcomoeba's gonna jump in front of the Tireless Tracker. Here's a Faithless Looting.
Get rid of these lands I don't need. Tireless Tracker's gonna get scary.
Yeah. Oh, drew up birds.
I think a land would have been even better because at least you're getting clues and at least you make that guy bigger, right?
Right.
And he says, I'll just jump that in the way. Keswick Wolf Run is in Robert's hand right now.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll definitely do it. Because he can say, this Tireless Tracker is going to get trample.
Yep. And he plays it.
Pump. Untap, pump. What are you at now? How much is the activation? Is it 3 or 2? Cost 2, red and green, and X. Target creature gets plus X.
Yeah, he got
so
it.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think he had. So he'll get plus 10 and trample. Robert Cure, Red Green Ponza, doing it a different route than 13. Okay, thank you. Doing a little bit different than most people think as a way to beat him in Ponza.
I think it works.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We have Una Mas.
One more.
Just one more for tonight. For your guys' viewing pleasure. Ooh.
What?